This is the VOA Special English Agriculture Report. Today we have a vocabulary quiz. We start with 2 questions about terms for plants. Okay? First question.
Terms for plant, 식물 용어란 말이죠.
What is the name for a plant that lives only 1 year or 1 growing season?
1년만 사는 식물을 뭐라 그러죠? One year only. Only 1 year. 1년생이라 그러죠? 1년생.
This kind of plant is called an annual. Think of an annual report, a report published just once a year. You can probably guess the next question. What do we call a plant that produces new growth year after year? Plants that keep growing back are called perennials.
Keep growing back. 계속 자라는 거죠. 1년생은 죽으면서 자기 종자를 남기고 죽죠. 그래서 그 종자를 번식을 하는데 perennial은 그러지 않죠.
So, a perennial is the opposite of an annual. Perennials come back year after year. Now, some questions about terms for livestock. What is another name for a male cow? A bull, right? Well, not always. A male cow is usually called a bull only if it still has its reproductive organs. If not, we call it a what? The answer? A steer.
거세가 된 소를 뭐라고 한다고요? 생식기관이 없는 소, 거세된다고 한답니다. 거세된 소를 a steer. A steer.
Next question. What is another name for a young cow? A very young cow is called a calf. But a young female cow, especially one that has not had a calf yet, has a special name. Do you know what it is? The answer, a heifer. Maybe you knew that. But here is a question just for our radio listeners. Can you spell it? Heifer is spelled H-E-I-F-E-R. Cow.
소를 cow라고 그러잖아. cow. 이제 어린 소를 calf. 그러면 어린 소를 가지고 있지 않은 처녀 소를 뭐라고 하냐? 처녀소 heifer. H-E-I-F-E-R.
Cows, like all mammals, lactate. Our next question is, do you know what that means? To lactate means to produce milk. Cows lactate for up to 10 months. In milk, fat rises to the top. But some people do not like to drink milk that way. So there is a process that reduces the size of the fat particles and mixes them all through the milk. This process has a name, a long name. What is it? It's called homogenization.
homogenization 무슨 말일까요? 균질화라는 말입니다. 우유 안에 있는 지방 입자가 한 곳에 몰려 있지 않고 다 퍼져 있게 균질화 시키는 거죠. homogenization. 우리나라에는 homogenization 밀크가 파스테르에서 아마 나왔을 겁니다. 파스테르 우유. homogenization.
Still with us? Okay, another question. Milk can be made into cheese. Some people like cheese made with milk from a sheep. What do you call a female sheep? The answer, a ewe, spelled E-W-E. Male sheep have their own name. A male sheep is a what? A ram. Rams and ewes produce lambs. A lamb is a sheep less than a year old. But what do you call the meat from a sheep over a year old? Then we call it mutton. Age also plays a part in terms for horses. For example, a mare is generally a female 3 years or older. But what do you call...
잠깐만요. 여기서 we call it mutton 일단 mutton. 머튼은 소고기를 양고기를 말하는 거죠. 그러면 소고기는 뭐라고 그러죠? 소고기 beef B-E-E-F. 그러면은 돼지고기는 뭐라고 그러죠? 돼지고기 pork P-O-R-K pork.
You call a female horse under 3? The answer, but what do you call the meat from a sheep over a year old? Then we call it mutton. Age also plays a part in terms for horses. For example, a mare is generally a female 3 years or older. But what do you call a female horse under 3? The answer, a filly. And for extra credit, do you know the name for a male horse under 4? A colt. And that's the VOA Special English Agriculture Report.